Living alone as an older adult can be a deeply rewarding experience, offering independence and the freedom to shape one's daily life. However, without intentional precautions, it can also present subtle but serious risks that accumulate over time. These risks are often not dramatic events like fires or break-ins, but quieter, insidious dangers. A slip on a loose rug, a missed medication dose, or the gradual creep of loneliness that erodes emotional and physical health. The absence of regular check-ins from family, friends, or neighbors can allow small issues to spiral into emergencies, unnoticed until it's too late. Yet the notion that living alone equates to living unsafely is a misconception. Many seniors thrive in solitude by adapting their homes, routines, and mindsets to support their well-being. With insights from heart surgeons, geriatric specialists, and resilient older adults, this discussion explores the realities of living alone and offers practical, actionable strategies to stay safe, healthy, and connected. These strategies are designed for those in their 60s, 70s, or 80s who are either currently living alone or preparing for that possibility, ensuring they can maintain independence without compromising safety. One of the most significant risks for older adults living alone is the potential for a minor incident to become a major crisis due to the lack of immediate support. Consider a fall in the kitchen, a common occurrence that can have devastating consequences. Falls are the leading cause of injury among seniors, often resulting in broken bones, head trauma, or prolonged periods of immobility if help isn't nearby. For example, an 82-year-old retired teacher named Margaret, who prided herself on her independence, tripped over a curled rug in her hallway one evening. She fractured her wrist and lay on the floor for hours before a neighbor, noticing her unopened curtains, knocked on her door. This incident, which could have been prevented with simple home adjustments, underscores the importance of proactive measures. Beyond physical injuries, health issues like dizziness, fatigue, or memory lapses can go unnoticed without regular oversight. These subtle changes might indicate early dementia, dehydration, or medication side effects, but without someone to notice, they can worsen undetected. Emotional isolation is another silent threat. The absence of regular social interaction can lead to depression, anxiety, or cognitive decline, as seen in the case of Robert, an 80-year-old widower who felt invisible after his children moved away and his social circle dwindled. His story highlights how loneliness can erode a sense of purpose, even in someone who remains physically capable. Despite these risks, living alone can be safe and fulfilling with the right strategies. The first critical step is establishing a daily check-in routine. This simple habit creates a safety net without compromising privacy or independence. A check-in doesn't require someone physically visiting. It can be as straightforward as a morning text to a family member, a quick phone call with a friend, or a visual signal like raising a window blind by a set time. For instance, James, a 79-year-old retired mechanic, sends a daily "I'm up" text to his daughter by 8 a.m. If she doesn't receive it by 9 a.m., she calls to check in. This routine, taking mere seconds, provides peace of mind for both James and his family. Technology offers additional solutions. Apps like Check-in or Snug Safety can send alerts to designated contacts if a user doesn't confirm they're okay at a scheduled time. Some communities even organize informal buddy systems, where neighbors glance at each other's homes for signs of activity, such as a porch light turned on or a mailbox emptied. These systems are unobtrusive yet effective, ensuring that help is available if something goes wrong, whether it's a fall, a sudden illness, or a missed medication dose. Setting up a check-in routine is a small act of foresight that reflects wisdom, not weakness, allowing seniors to maintain control over their lives while ensuring support is within reach. Another essential strategy is foolproofing the home environment. Most serious injuries among older adults occur not on busy streets or in unfamiliar places, but within the familiar walls of their own homes. The culprits are often seemingly benign features: a throw rug that slides, a cord stretched across a walkway, or a dimly lit staircase. These hazards become more dangerous as mobility and balance change with age. Take the example of Ellen, a 76-year-old widow who loved her cozy home filled with decades of memories. One night she tripped over a loose extension cord in her living room, falling and spraining her ankle. Unable to reach her phone, she spent hours in pain before a delivery driver noticed her uncollected package and alerted a neighbor. This incident could have been avoided with simple adjustments. Foolproofing involves a thorough assessment of the home to eliminate risks. Start by removing or securing loose rugs with double-sided tape or non-slip pads. Clear walkways of clutter, such as stray furniture or decorative items, and ensure that frequently used items, like dishes, clothing, or medications, are stored at waist or shoulder height to avoid stretching or climbing. Lighting is another critical factor. As vision changes with age, dim or uneven lighting can obscure obstacles. Installing motion sensor lights in hallways, bathrooms, and staircases ensures illumination when needed, especially during nighttime trips. Additionally, footwear plays a surprising role in safety. Many seniors shuffle around in socks or worn slippers with no grip, increasing the risk of slipping. Investing in house shoes with rubber soles, such as those designed for arch support, can significantly improve stability. The bathroom, where wet surfaces and tight spaces heighten fall risks, requires special attention. Non-slip mats inside and outside the shower, sturdy grab bars near the toilet and tub, and a shower bench for those with balance concerns can transform this high-risk area into a safer space. Foolproofing isn't about admitting frailty, it's about creating an environment that supports independence by reducing preventable accidents. Beyond the physical environment, regular self-monitoring of health is a powerful tool for seniors living alone. Without daily interactions, subtle changes in physical, mental, or emotional well-being can go unnoticed, allowing conditions like depression, malnutrition, or early cognitive decline to progress unchecked. For example, Thomas, an 81-year-old former accountant, lived alone and maintained his routine until he began forgetting appointments and leaving appliances on. His neighbors only noticed when they smelled smoke from a forgotten pot on the stove. Had Thomas tracked his health regularly, these early signs of cognitive decline might have prompted earlier intervention. Self-monitoring involves cultivating awareness of one's body and mind through a structured routine. A weekly self-check, perhaps over Sunday coffee, can include reflecting on 5 key questions. Have I slept well this week? Am I eating regularly and feeling satisfied? Do I have enough energy for daily tasks? Have I experienced unusual physical symptoms like pain, dizziness, or swelling? Have I felt unusually sad, anxious, or forgetful? Writing down answers in a journal creates a record to spot patterns over time. For instance, unintentional weight loss might signal an underlying illness, while persistent fatigue could indicate medication issues or depression. Technology can enhance this practice. Smartwatches or apps can track sleep, activity, or heart rate, providing objective data to share with a doctor. If any concerns arise, scheduling a medical checkup promptly can catch issues early, preserving health and independence. This habit isn't about paranoia, it's about empowerment, giving seniors the confidence to trust their instincts and act decisively when something feels off. The design of the home itself plays a crucial role in ensuring safety and accessibility. Many older adults live in homes they've occupied for decades, filled with sentimental items but not always suited to aging needs. Small inconveniences, a flickering light, a creaky step, or a high cabinet, can become significant hazards over time. For example, Susan, a 78-year-old retiree, was accustomed to climbing a stool to reach her favorite teapot on a high shelf. One morning, she lost her balance, fell, and sprained her back, spending days recovering instead of enjoying her usual activities. A safer home design prioritizes simplicity and accessibility. Begin by decluttering walkways, removing excess furniture, and ensuring clear paths between rooms, especially at night. Store daily essentials within easy reach, ideally between waist and shoulder height, to avoid bending or stretching. Lightweight dishes and easy open containers reduce strain, while soft-closed drawers prevent jamming. Lighting is critical. Motion-activated nightlights in key areas like hallways and bathrooms ensure safe navigation, even during power outages. Phones or emergency devices should be accessible in multiple rooms. A cordless phone or a wearable medical alert device, like a smartwatch with fall detection, can be a lifeline in an emergency. The bathroom, a common site for accidents, benefits from grab bars, non-slip mats, and a sturdy shower seat. These modifications don't require a complete home overhaul. Small, targeted changes can make a significant difference. Consulting resources like AARP's Home Fit Guide or hiring an occupational therapist for a home assessment can provide tailored recommendations. A well-designed home supports independence by reducing physical and mental strain, allowing seniors to focus on living rather than navigating obstacles. Emotional and social well-being is just as critical as physical safety. Loneliness is not just a feeling, it's a health risk linked to higher rates of depression, cognitive decline, and even heart disease. For older adults living alone, the absence of regular human connection can lead to a sense of being unseen or unneeded, as experienced by Henry, an 83-year-old widower who described his days as silent and heavy after his wife's passing. Building emotional and social anchors doesn't require a packed social calendar. Small, consistent connections can make a profound difference. Scheduling a weekly call with a family member or friend provides a reliable touchpoint, like a daily vitamin for the soul. Volunteering, even remotely, such as tutoring children via video chat or knitting for charity, restores a sense of purpose. Online communities offer accessible ways to connect, with forums and virtual groups for interests like history, gardening, or book clubs, many tailored to seniors through platforms like Senior Planet. Pets can also be powerful companions. A dog encourages daily walks, while a cat or even a fish tank provides calming companionship. Studies show that pet ownership can lower blood pressure and reduce anxiety, offering both emotional and physical benefits. Local senior centers or community programs often provide rides, social events, or meal deliveries, fostering connection without requiring extensive effort. For example, joining a weekly coffee meetup or a meal program like Meals on Wheels can introduce regular human contact. These anchors don't eliminate solitude, but transform it into a source of strength, ensuring seniors feel woven into the fabric of their community. Finally, adopting an emergency-ready mindset is essential for mitigating risks when living alone. Emergencies, whether a fall, a sudden illness, or a power outage, can escalate quickly without preparation. The goal isn't to live in fear, but to plan calmly and confidently. Start with fall prevention. Non-slip mats, grab bars, and clear walkways are non-negotiable. Medical alert systems, once seen as bulky or stigmatizing, are now sleek and sophisticated, with options like smartwatches that detect falls automatically or call for help with a button press. A list of emergency contacts, medications, and allergies should be posted on the fridge, where first responders typically look. A basic emergency kit, 3 days' worth of non-perishable food, water, a flashlight, batteries, and a backup phone charger, prepares for disruptions like storms or illness. Building a relationship with a trusted neighbor is another simple but effective measure. For instance, Clara, a 77-year-old living alone, agreed with her neighbor to check in weekly. If her porch light wasn't on by evening, the neighbor would knock. This low-effort arrangement ensured Clara's safety without intruding on her privacy. An emergency-ready mindset also involves mental preparation, cultivating a calm, proactive attitude that says, "I've thought this through, and I'm ready." This confidence reduces anxiety and sharpens decision-making in a crisis, empowering seniors to handle unexpected challenges. These strategies, daily check-ins, fall-proofing, health monitoring, safe home design, social connections, and emergency preparedness, work together to create a robust safety net. They don't eliminate all risks, but they significantly reduce them, allowing older adults to live alone with confidence and dignity. The key is to view these measures not as concessions to age, but as tools to enhance independence. Living alone doesn't mean being isolated or vulnerable. It means taking control of one's environment, health, and connections to craft a life that is both safe and fulfilling. The beauty of these approaches lies in their adaptability. Whether you're in your 60s and newly living alone, or in your 80s and fiercely independent, these strategies can be tailored to fit your needs. For example, a tech-savvy senior might prefer a smartwatch with fall detection, while someone less comfortable with technology might opt for a daily phone call with a neighbor. Financial constraints can be addressed through low-cost solutions like community programs or DIY home modifications, such as securing rugs with tape or borrowing a neighbor's ladder to adjust shelves. The goal is to create a system that feels natural and sustainable, blending seamlessly into daily life. Consider the story of Anna, an 85-year-old who lived alone after her husband passed. Initially, she resisted changes, believing she was fine as is. But after a dizzy spell left her shaken, she adopted a check-in routine with her son, installed grab bars in her bathroom, and joined a local book club via Zoom. These small steps transformed her home into a safer space and her days into a blend of solitude and connection. Anna's experience reflects a universal truth: the strength that carried older adults through decades of challenges, raising families, navigating careers, surviving losses, remains within them. By channeling that resilience into proactive habits, they can continue to thrive. Living alone as an older adult is not about avoiding risks, but managing them wisely. It's about recognizing that independence is not the absence of support, but the presence of systems that allow you to live on your terms. From a simple text to a trusted friend to a well-placed grab bar, these measures reflect a commitment to living well, not just living long. They honor the wisdom, strength, and dignity of those who choose to age independently, ensuring that their homes remain sanctuaries and their lives remain vibrant.